91X.
Step on up to this.
The radio station is 91X. Joining me on the Chinook tour bus, the Offspring are here. Gentlemen, welcome back to San Diego. It's so far for you guys to come down the 5 and hang out with us, but thank you for making the trek.
Thank you.
How was traffic? It's usually really crappy, but...
Yeah, you know what we got to start thinking about is coming down way early in the morning. San Diego, there's so many great places to hang down here. We need to come down and do
Tell
it
me
more
about it.
often.
Where would you come to first?
Oh, well, there's tons of surf spots, first of all. Yeah.
Where do you
know, so.
Have you surfed here a lot? And where do you surf?
You know what? I used to come down a lot more when I was younger. I'm getting a little bit more sedentary. You know, so.
It's just the wedge for you now? Is that
I don't surf the wedge. No, no. You know, any kind of beach break that's not too crowded. You know, I'll only go out at the pier in Huntington when I have a crew that can kind of block for me. You know,
they don't recognize you? I mean,
that makes it worse if I get recognized.
Oh,
yeah,
so
no, there's so many, kids out there that are just tearing it
young
up.
punks trying to cut you off.
Yeah, and they can out paddle me and all that, so forget it.
Dexter, you ever come down here for any rest and relaxation?
We grew up in Southern California, in Orange County, but I've been down here a million times. Our relatives live down here, and I love down here. What we do is about 4 o'clock on a Saturday night, we drive down through San Diego, pick up some friends, and go down to Tijuana, and then, party up down there, and then drive back through.
See, it's funny you say that because years ago, when 91X first started, we actually still broadcast from across the board. In fact, when we first started playing on the radio, we were still broadcasting from down there. And I remember coming to see some of your first shows up here. Did you guys ever play down at Iguanas back in the day?
We did.
Iguanas, a couple times,
yeah. Most people don't remember the shows because of the amount of alcohol and abuse that was going on.
Right.
But do you remember the early Iguana shows?
Absolutely.
They were just so insane. They went off like no other.
Crazy. Because you had the people on the sides, on the walls. It was like a bowl of human meat. To play to, just
it was like the Terror Dome
meat. It was insane.
It was the Terror Dome.
You couldn't get away with that in this country at all.
Of course not.
It was dangerous and just so much fun though and exciting.
There's a mentality when us Americans get across the border. It's like, no law, no rule, and I think there was something about that at the shows that made the shows even crazier.
So you remember Iguanas with fondness, obviously.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And what about some of the other shows? Obviously, you played here. Have you done these racetrack shows? Have you played one of these yet?
We did something here once, I think, in '94.
But it was like our own show. It wasn't like this.
But it was for the Del Mar Fair, though.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Racetrack.
Yeah, okay.
Because the racetrack thing is, and the weird thing, Steel Pulse played last week. Massive band in San Diego, obviously one of the best reggae bands. We didn't know, but they were named after a racehorse called Steel Pulse.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So I know you guys went by the station earlier, played some acoustic stuff there, but do you have a racehorse named after you? Do you guys own a racehorse yet? Have you turned into Mark Cuban or anything? No racehorses in your future?
Yeah, no, but if we were going to name our band after a racehorse, I would have gone with Hoof-Hearted.
Hoof-Hearted.
Hoof-Hearted, yeah.
Wow. I would have gone with
Hoof-Hearted. I like
Hoof-Hearted.
I would have gone with Jackass.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about the new album. I don't want to call it a comeback album, but there's one track on there that sounds like if you asked Snoop, he would probably join you on the track. The one that mentions HB in it. Huntington, not Hermosa, the California bumpin' song. What's it? California Cruisin'?
Cruisin' California.
We were talking about the bumpin' trunks and stuff, which is not a sexual reference.
Not at all.
No.
Have you thought about asking Snoop to go in there and give you a little SoCal flavor?
Well, now that he's a reggae artist, Snoop Lion, I would love to have Snoop on OC Guns. I think that would be a much better fit, really.
Okay, who would you want on California Cruisin'?
Nicki Minaj.
Come on,
Yeah.
seriously?
I'm sorry that I hesitated
Well,
there.
the crazy thing is that you could probably afford her at this point.
Really?
I'm just joking.
I doubt it.
I don't think anybody can afford her.
She's big. She's big.
Okay, Noodles
way bigger
wants-
than the two of us together, I think.
Noodles wants Nicki Minaj. Dexter wants.
Oh, hey, Snoop would be great. I'd be up for that.
Snoop would be totally cool. Yeah, I love working
We talked to him
with- I love
before
working
about
with
stuff. Not this song, but before. We're this close. Almost did it.
Really?
Yeah.
For what? What would he have done?
Original Prankster. We almost got him for. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me, is this a comeback album? Do you think this is, because it seems to me there's a huge buzz on it. I mean, obviously the first song we're playing, Days Go, it's amazing. And by the way, it reminds me of a Damned song. You know the
right
you know the one that goes into 2 parts, Smash It Up parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's got the same kind of guitar where it rolls over each other, the 2 guitar lines.
Brad, thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow,
that's a
big-
okay. That is because
That's
I love
high
the
praise.
song. I love both of them, but it's
High praise, yeah.
High praise.
You're okay with that?
We
Absolutely,
love the
yeah.
Jam. They're one of our influences for sure.
Yeah.
That's great. And you know, it's been really cool getting this record out because it has been a little while. It doesn't seem like it for us, but you turn around and it's been a couple years. So we can't wait to get out there and play it for people and let people hear the new music. So it's been really good so far.
Good, good. I would imagine though that people still can't get enough of Smash, which is what year would that come out, by the way?
94.
94.
Yeah.
Did you think when you finished that thing, you say, okay, we're done with it now? Did you think this thing is going to have the legs that it had? I mean, seriously,
No
to this
way.
day, I mean, you'll see tonight. There will be, and I saw you at the Weenie Roast. Same thing. People who are so young, you know, they weren't even born when the album came out, singing all the lyrics to it. Is that trippy?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah, when you think about it, that these songs are older than some of the people watching them, you know?
Yeah.
But then you also see people that are, you know, of all ages, and it's really cool to see such a cross section of people. And it, for whatever reason, some of those songs really resonated with people on that
Right.
record. And something that we're very proud of, very stoked about.
Well, you should be. And I don't want to say you're a Southern California institution because you're a national institution at this point, but you still represent, you know, Southern California extremely well at this
Yeah.
point.
Well, thank you.
All right, let me to wrap this up. Bands that you're into now, because obviously, you know, label stuff you've done before. Who would you say that we as listeners should go out and check out? Anybody you're, you know, into?
I'm
when you're on the road?
into the Bronx right now, and they've also got Mariachi El Bronx. Those are 2 things, and I love that band a lot. There's a band from Fullerton, female singer who reminds me of kind of like a female Glenn Danzig from Misfits era. Fiction Reform. I think they're really cool.
Those are the ones I was going to say.
Oh, really? Yeah, they steal you?
Well, Mariachi El Bronx, one of our local San Diegans, Ray, plays with them all the time. So,
all right.
yeah,
Right on.
Ray who's played with everybody from the Killers to, you know, he plays that 4-string instrument you hold under your chin. Fiddle,
Yeah.
thank you.
Nice.
Begins with a V too, but and the other artist once again was the one from
Fiction Reform.
Fiction Reform.
Yeah.
And do you remember her name at all, or is it?
I don't remember the.
We'll look it
the
up.
singer's name. Yeah.
We'll look it up online.
Yeah.
You know, and also we're going to be going on a tour with Neon Trees and Dead Sarah. Those are 2 other bands that we're
Great band.
really into
Yeah.
right now. So I'm stoked to be on
When does that tour start?
It starts in about a month.
End of this month.
End of
yeah.
this month.
Yeah.
So a little bit less than
Sooner
that.
than we think. Yeah, it always
playing-
is sooner than we think.
We're playing San Diego on that one, right?
Are we?
Are we?
He's looking.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Well, what can we expect tonight? Obviously, old and new.
Yeah, we've got to do it all. You know, there's a lot of fans that, like you said, come and want to hear the Smash, you know, from 18 years ago. And stoked to be able to play those songs, come out and do that. So we're doing a lot of that stuff off Americana, stuff of all the records in between, you know, and then of course some of the new stuff as well.
But everything. It's really fun to play San Diego. I mean, San Diego was one of the first places that really kind of took to us. I think even more than Orange County, actually,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say?
Remember we used to play the old YMCA skate park down
did,
here,
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Mission Valley.
That's fun, yeah.
So it always kind of feels like, you know, it's our own backyard, our old home, our old stomping ground when we come and play.
Well, you are home when you're here because we, you know, you have been. You know, as far as we're concerned, we own Huntington Beach anyway because our signal gets into HB better than most stations in LA.
does, actually.
And I would like to thank all the denizens of Orange or of San Diego County for sharing waves with me over the years. I mean, that really
That's
is,
right. Means a lot.
you know, yeah. Come
Well,
on
we can
up
hook you up.
sometime.
You know, we can. You know, Machado and those guys. We can have them. You know, come down because you go out with Machado, you're not going to get killed.
Yeah, no.
He has a knife on the end of his surfboard.
No one will even notice
He'll go
me
after
if I'm
the
out
ground.
surfing with Machado, you know.
Come on.
So, yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. Come on.
Absolutely. And I like it that way. That's okay.
All right, Noodles, thank you very much. Dexter, thank you very much for coming by. Offspring, they're here now on the 99 Chinook tour bus, and we're looking forward to a great show tonight. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thanks, man. My pleasure.